we've got to talk about Nick Cannon, who is somehow escaped our W's and L's, has escaped all of our videos. I believe he is expecting 3 different children this year. And that would make, what, 9th, 10th, and 11th, I believe? Or 8th, 9th, and 10th? How many baby moms?
About 8 different baby moms.
Yeah, I guess something has to be said about, well, first of all, I can't speak for Nick Cannon. He's a grown-ass man. He makes much more money than I do. So whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, but does he make that much money? Like 10 children?
Yeah,
I guess he got enough for the children, but you for sure ain't got enough for all them women, dog.
I mean,
I know you don't.
How many kids does NBA YoungBoy have? How many kids does
not 10?
Boosie?
No, fuck no. No, hell no.
It's up there.
Dog, he's younger than me.
Kids does
he's like 24.
Have 7.
Fam, that's too many. But 7's not 10.
Sure, but you also just said he's younger than you.
That is nuts. That's insane.
Boosie has probably just as much.
Yeah, Boosie get down bad, he'll just start flipping bricks.
Boosie has 7. So
and Boosie grown as hell. Boosie approaching 40, 50.
Boosie also doesn't have Nick Cannon money.
See, I don't know what Nick Cannon money is. I don't know what that is. I understand he's been working for Viacom for a long time.
Constantly on tour with Wildin' Out.
For Viacom. Everything that man got, and they did a very good job of showing us exactly how it is when all that shit happened last year. Everything he got is through Viacom. He owed Viacom everything. Everything. So how much money is he really worth? I don't know.
I can't tell you. I just know it's more than what I can.
even the Nickelodeon royalties, like, fam, that's still coming out of their pockets.
But even though Nick Cannon is very much, I don't know if you've ever seen the Law and Order SVU episode with John Stamos, where he's just like, he's got like damn near tens of kids. Like he's got like 50 something kids.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I want you to spend time with Zach. He's growing up without a father.
What are you saying? I'm a great father. Sends a check every month.
Even though Nick Cannon is on his way to becoming that, it seems like he's perfectly content with this. He obviously feels like, I think I've seen an interview where he's talking about he doesn't really believe in the idea of marriage. So it almost seems like he's just going to keep bouncing around from women to women. And then there's also a Vlad interview of him saying like, look,
bro, weren't you married?
Yeah, was he married to Mariah Carey?
Yeah. I'll be. Oh, go ahead and finish the go ahead and line
the
us up.
Vlad interview, he basically says that, look, like whatever money these women need to support my children, like they can have it. To the point where he said, like, if any of them wanted to just be a stay-at-home mom and just wanted to do that full time, like he would willingly support that. Which kind of sounds like, look, I'm a blank check for any woman who wants to
have
come
my
out here and
seed.
Get it. Yeah.
Look, okay. All right. So many questions. So many parts to this. I don't want to sit up here and dog Nick Cannon for having kids. It's a good thing that he's a man and he likes the fact that he's having children. That's a positive imagery. That's good. Here's where I'm starting to get a little. So you don't want to marry any of them. Why not pick one of them that you can deal with at least half the time and have her have all of them? Why so many different women? Like, let's be honest. I know why. Like, I get why, but like, bro, why? Why are you? To me, when I'm seeing that single man, 10 kids, 8 different baby mamas, that just sounds like child support hell. And he's taking it on the highest amount of faith. Like, yeah, you can talk all that shit. Well, real women know when she not to mess up the bag. You can, I can hide my money in this corporation, that corporation. There's 8 of them. There's 8. Each one of them can go take a stack, go pay a retainer on a lawyer, and they can go get some sort of fucking
on your dime, essentially.
Fam, they gonna make a doc about you, bro. They for sure making the dot right now. Gayle King is writing down her interview questions as we speak. As we speak. I just don't get the need to do it this way. Also, have you ever thought about adopting? Because fam, there's plenty of black children that need a father who don't mind having another kid. Is it really necessary for you to go impregnate another rando just for you to have another child? If that's really what you're getting at, like if you really just want kids, if that's what you want out of all of this is more children, do you need to find random women who are okay with you impregnating them and walking off and cutting a check to do that? Because now I'm about to flip it off of Nick Cannon's weirdness and talk about these women, because this is ultra weird. This is next level weird. And for somebody to sign themselves up for this type of relationship, you a weirdo too. It's not even that he already has a shit ton of kids. It's that he has sister wives. Like you're signing yourself up to be a fucking sister wife.
Yeah.
That don't make no fucking sense. I've never understood the I don't need a man attitude talking about babies. I understand where it comes from. I get the origin. And I get why some of it is warranted. The idea though that children are to be reared in single households, even if we're not talking about a boyfriend girlfriend relationship, like it takes more than one person to adequately raise a child. The statistics will bear that out. Whether we talking about 2 men, 2 women, grandparents. The adage of it taking a village is not just an adage, it is statistically proven. So this idea of wanting to raise children on your own with or without the money from the father is lost on me. Any person who sits up here and tells you that they want, not that they will be able to, not that they will persevere through, not that they will accept it if it comes their way, but they want to raise a child by themselves is an idiot, and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about in the least bit. So for these women to be signing up for this, knowing that he's not beholden to any of you, you're basically breeders, essentially.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is odd to me. That does not rub me the right way at all.
An interesting point was brought up in our Kendrick album review, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, where Father Time, he discussed having a father there and the repercussions of that, as opposed to, a lot of cases we see that the father isn't there and there being, consequences of it. So similar to that, it seems like Nick Cannon wants to be in these kids' lives as much as he can, because he is a celebrity and beholding to a pretty busy schedule, but he wants to be in these kids' lives as much as he can. At what point does the debacle and hysteria of all this become a detriment to
the children?
The children.
Yeah, when you gonna retire, bro? You having 10 kids. Now don't sit up there and try to tell me that your money is your time, because that's bullshit. Now that's really trash. You didn't have all these kids, but you still working, you still flying across the country all the time, you still spending all your time away from home. Your money is not time. If you had 10 kids and can't take care of them and can't spend time with them, that's trash. You're no better than any other deadbeat out here having kids and running off. It's no different. Just because you're able to send back a check doesn't make you any better. And at a certain point, it's going to your want to, or your willingness and your funds are going to be overran by the amount of children that you have. 10 children, 8 different women, all across the country. They could go anywhere. They can be anywhere at any given time. What, you just going to go on a 24/7 daddy tour for the rest of your life? It's not sustainable. It doesn't line up with this whole family first shit that he's putting off, because it doesn't, you're right, it doesn't make sense. Having more children doesn't help the children that you already have. especially when you talk about having them with other women. That's something that we haven't talked about at all. Are all of these women cool with the other women? Are all of these women going to be, all of that shit sound real sweet right now. If they just want to stay home and da-da-da-da-da, that shit sounds real sweet right now. What about when one of them gets jealous about the other one spending too much time? What about the one who hasn't gotten to see their child hasn't got to see their father yet? He's the last one on the list to get his fucking visit. Now she got to sit and wait. Now she taking your ass to court. Now you got to spend time in court fighting with her so you can't see the rest of your children. What they gonna do? Take your ass to court. This is so stupid to me. It's so dumb because he's setting himself up to be torn to pieces. And for what? So you can get ass Nick. Go fuck. Go fuck. You don't have to have a kid every time you do it. And even if you wanted a kid, how about one of them women that you got pregnant, get her pregnant again?
Actually, I think he did do that with one of them.
Mariah. That's the only one he had multiple kids with.
No, I think one of the ones that are coming up is one he already had a kid with.
Oh, so he's starting to double back. That's better.
I got another question for you.
Yeah.
At what point does identity and confidence become an issue for these kids, specifically in a scenario where you've got some of these kids together, right? Because you're the father and maybe they're all at your house. But you've got Mariah Carey's kids with Wildin' Out dancer kids, and they're like, "Look, I'm Mariah Carey's kids."
Yeah, my mama is Mariah Carey.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, at what point does that play a problem?
I don't know. I don't think that's because that doesn't. You may hear some shit like that in the midst of an argument, but at least from the black families that I've seen, that doesn't really come about. Because at the end of the day, y'all's daddy got them all. Everybody got the same way, except for maybe Mariah, because she can argue that they were married. So, but anyone else, y'all all was here for a season, so it didn't really. What's the difference?
Fair.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on Nick Cannon and his child having tour?
I just wish he would slow down and get a grip, because this doesn't feel stable. It doesn't feel like he's building. It doesn't. His words are not matching his actions. Family doesn't mean having as many children as possible just because you're able to financially. That's not what defines family. And neither does 8 different women that you have no relationship to whatsoever. What is that saying to your children?
That your mom wasn't good enough.
That like you had all these children and not a single one of these women that you were with was good enough for you to stay with. I hope you don't have a bunch of girls. What the fuck? You want your daughter to run behind some poop butt ass nigga who got 10 baby mamas and she's just one of them? You can't look me in my face and tell me that's what you want for your daughter, Nick. You can't tell me that honestly. You can't. And if you can't tell me that's what you want for your daughter, what is this? What is this?
Ironically, you mentioned words matching actions. Nick was also just recently in an ad for Ryan Reynolds. He has a gin, I guess. And Ryan Reynolds, for Father's Day coming up, had Nick Cannon in the ad for a cocktail that they made titled The Vasectomy.
The vasectomy. Lord knows I need one.
The drink is called The Vasectomy, and Nick Cannon was in an ad for it. Just a little bit of irony, I guess.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
Any other thoughts on Nick Cannon?
I do not, man. I pray for you, brother. Whatever is going on, whatever you got, I just hope you find some peace. And I know it ain't coming no time soon because you have 10 toddlers. But give us your thoughts on this
debacle.
This walking Gayle King bait. Give us your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
And make sure you check out our other videos on entertainment news. We like to talk about specifically black entertainment news, and we like Nick Cannon here, but this is quite a crazy one. So make sure you subscribe for more news stories such as this.